Congrats, we have made it to week 5 of Action Research. This week's objectives are to organize our paper into APA format and to also locate and summarize our 7 sources for our research-based support for change section of our paper. So in our Moodle shell this week, there are lots of great resources for you to organize your paper into APA format. There is a PowerPoint with a style guide. It shows you how to cite your variety of sources in text, meaning within your paper, as well as on your references page. And there is also a Word document that also gives you all kinds of APA style tips with comments as well. You have an options video that will tell you how to use Word there are some tools in Word to help you put your paper into APA in a very easy way. If you don't like any of those, there are also a couple of websites, EasyBib and Citation Machine, and both these websites allow you to type in the information for your source, and you tell the website what type of source it is, whether it's a book or a periodical or a website, and it'll actually put the source into APA style for you, both in your paper and in your references page. So it gives you lots of options for how to figure out how to get your paper in APA style. Also, in week 4 in our Moodle shell, there was a couple of sample student papers, and you could just look at those and kind of follow those guidelines as well. So lots of great options for APA. Then we also have a fun Weird Al video for you called Word Crimes, and it'll just kind of make you laugh and kind of take some of the pressure off when we're talking about getting things in APA style. Our other objective for the week is to determine our research design type. Now, if you go back into the week 4 Moodle shell, there is a PowerPoint with voiceover and a PowerPoint without voiceover, and also a research design type just summary page for you that reminds you how you determine your research design type. Now, just a reminder that we might have 1 or 2 design types because we're collecting 2 sources of data for our project. One is quantitative and one is qualitative. They might both have the same research design type, or they might be different. So you'll either have 1 or 2 research design types, and you're going to share those in our forum this week. And just also one last time, you're going to tell us your 2 sources of data and which one's quantitative and which was qualitative. And the reason why I have you do that again is, as you know, our projects are very fluid, and some of you might have changed the types of data that you're collecting, which is awesome, but we want to share those with each other as we go through the process. By the way, I'm super excited after reading your abstracts and your action research planning guides about your project. You are doing some amazing projects for students, and I know that the results are going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to hear all about it during your project presentations during week 7. The final thing we're doing this week is our assignment, which is our Internet Action Research article. So what you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to find an action research project online. Now, it could be over anything, over any topic. If you find an article that goes along with your strategy, that would be wonderful because you could use it as one of your 7 sources for your paper. But if not, you could find an action research article on anything. And you're going to answer these following questions about it. What was the title of the article? Who was the author? What was the URL? Then you're going to tell me the dependent variable and the independent variable or variables. Now, for our projects, we're going to have 1 dependent variable and 2 independent variables. But for these ones that you find online, who knows how many they're going to have. So don't worry if they have multiple dependent variables and multiple independent variables. It doesn't matter. You're going to tell me the question or problem that this action research article is exploring. You're going to tell me the qualitative and quantitative data, if any, that was used. In the projects you all are doing, there's going to be qualitative and quantitative data, but they might not have both types in the research article that you find. And then finally, what research design type did they use? So that is your assignment for this week. I'm going to scroll back up here to our objectives because I want to talk a little bit more about this second one, about locating and summarizing 7 sources for your research-based support for change. That's one of the sections of your paper. And what you're going to do is you're going to go out and find 7 sources on your strategy that you're using for your project. And you're going to summarize those in your research-based support for change section. Now, there's a variety of ways that you can do that. Some people organize that section by putting all the pros together, the pros for the use of their strategy and all the cons. Or you could do one paragraph for each of your 7 sources and summarize it that way. How you organize that part of the paper is not important, just as long as it flows and you talk about 7 sources for your strategy. The easiest way to find those 7 sources is just to go out on the internet and Google your strategy, and all kinds of sources will pop up. You can use 7 internet sources, or if you want to go to the library and look up sources, whatever you like. And in the APA style guide, it tells you how to cite all those sources in your paper and in your references section. So great luck this week. If I can help, please don't hesitate to contact me, and your projects are going along great. Please just make sure that you've started collecting your data. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me.